I swear to fuck, this is not a drill. We're doing a video. It's fucking Monday. What? Yeah, TPA in the fucking house. It's kind of an emergency video because last night was fucking crazy. Let's give a few shout outs. First of all, new tag champion Sasha and Bailey in Asia had a goddamn aneurysm, which was beautiful.
Woo!
Yes. Oh my god. Fucking
Elimination Chamber last night was a 2-match card.
I was gonna mention more things, but yeah, that's about it.
The women should have main evented. I told y'all, the women should have main evented. It should have.
Fuck Ronda Rousey. I mean, well, with what happened at the end, I mean, yeah, of course.
It should have.
The thing is, guys, this is not a review of Elimination Chamber. This is not a review. We'll probably get to that on Friday, but
there's something more important than Elimination Chamber, something more important than any of that. It is not even the main event. The last 15 minutes of the main event, which to me should, and I'm just going to say it will change the course of WrestleMania. It will change the course of 2019. And it's about fucking time. It's about fucking time. Kofi Kingston, I feel so fucking bad. Even with we knew how great he was. But it was almost to the point where it's like he's there for so long in the same spot, you just forget.
And it's not an Ishii situation either where it's like you forget and he gets time to showcase what he can do. It's that he doesn't really get those spots at all.
Yeah, no, like Ishii will get a showcase like every year in G1. Kofi is has been a tag team wrestler. I think he has the record for the longest, like, he's held the tag title for the most days over anyone else.
Right.
Like, that's amazing, but, you know, it shows you, like, what he's been doing. Mid-card, tag team.
You don't really associate him as a you don't really associate him as a guy you looked for getting that spot. You don't even look for him as a mid-card guy because he's doing the tag team stuff.
Yeah, like, he used to be, like, a mid-card guy, like, around, like, early 2010s, where he'd win the IC and US title, like, every other, like, 4 months, it seemed like, which was great. But, like, and that was before the New Day stuff happened.
And outside of the Royal Rumble, again, Kofi doesn't really get those performances.
Now, I mean, we came close.
Which, even with the Royal Rumble, he doesn't really get those performances. It's like a Sabertooth, and that's really it.
Honestly, if they were going to push Kofi, I thought it would have been if he won the Rumble. But, you know, hey, I'll take it either way we get it. So
we've been saying that since 2010.
Exactly. Either way, I'll take it. I mean, it almost happened. I mean, we remember it almost happened.
Until
Stupid. Who's stupid now? But anyways, like, in 1 year, like, it wasn't only Kofi Kingston, but also Ken Kennedy, which I was never a big Mr. Kennedy fan, so that didn't really bother me.
Kennedy.
But the Kofi one bothered me, like, how over he was. He was more over than Mr. Kennedy was. I'm sorry.
A white man politicking to take down a black man who was on the rise in his fucking career.
When we say he was on the rise, that MSG moment is up there in the upper echelon of MSG moments. You know how fucking crazy that is? But the history of Madison Square Garden, going back to the fucking 50s and 60s with Bruno, like, come on. Kofi was primed for that spot for fucking 10 years. And finally now. And it only took a replacement. It took him getting, like, a replacement spot. He sees that opportunity, and now we're here.
It took a rising star in Mustafa Ali losing his moment and his opportunity for Kofi Kingston to get this opportunity to show it.
And here's the thing about Kofi getting that spot. When he first got the spot, I think we all kind of wrote him off at one point or another. We were like, yeah, he'll do fine, but, you know, we kind of doubted that he would go as far as he did.
Yeah, we didn't think it would be like him lasting an hour in the gauntlet and then him having a spectacular performance at the Chamber. We didn't expect that. We didn't think he would be in a final two at the Chamber.
And here's the thing, I did expect Kofi to be one of the final two. I didn't expect it to go that long. I didn't expect Kofi to kick out of a fucking knee plus. That's the first time anyone's done that since Roman Reigns. which is nuts. But they teased us. They teased us so much to the point where we're not gonna fucking take it now. You showed us this, Kofi Kingston. You better deliver this time.
Like,
and by the way, I do have to give a shout out. I'm sorry. Shout out to fucking John, Vocal Aggression, who's in the chat. He did make a good point. If you want to make a correction to the abomination with Booker T and Triple H, this is it.
Yeah, this is it. And it didn't really resemble the same thing, but wasn't there like a chamber match that had Santino Marella?
Yeah, that was the same kind of thing where it was like the Cinderella story. Oh, and shout out to Jarvis Carter. What's up?
Everyone wanted Santino to win.
Yes, I mean, it was a little bit. Santino was over, but like again, it was the comedy act, but people really did get behind it.
Mm-hmm.
But now, after Santino tapped out, I don't think anyone was saying, "Okay, Santino should main event WrestleMania."
No.
That was more of like, "Holy shit! If this happens, that would be crazy." This was different to me. This was like
this was
11 years of bullshit. But this guy is. Wait, what's up?
This was a way better version of what they did with Santino.
Well, with Santino, it was like the Cinderella story where it's like, well, he's the joke kind of jobber guy. If he wins, that would be crazy. What a great moment. With Kofi, it's a redemption story. It's like, it's not just a Cinderella story. It's a redemption story of 10 years of tasting that top spot and then being just fucking dragged away from it, being mid-card for life. And then with the New Day was like, people forget like oh, Kofi Kingston now is a New Day. He's not doing much. New Day is what revived Kofi's career because before that he was starting to really get like
not just Kofi, some Big E's at one point. I mean, remember what happened after the whole Dolph Ziggler, AJ Lee thing?
Yeah, he was doing nothing. I mean, granted, they did give him an IC title run, but that was it with Big E. That was really it.
Yeah, they barely used him.
It was fucking crazy. He got one win over Randy Orton, but that was about it. But
so about the reasons for Kofi Kingston, I'm just going to list one off. One, I think he's really good at, which this match with Daniel Bryan proved it. He's really good at telling the story.
See, I see, and Brandon, that leads into, because I wrote out my reasons, by the way. I have them fucking dotted down, and that was my first reason. Number one, the story and build-up is already there. This is 11 years in the making. This story, especially for fans who have been watching since 2008, 2009, this is huge. Like, you already have a story. You don't even have to tell much.
It's Kofi's magnum opus.
You really don't have to do any build-up. I mean, with the Bray Wyatt, here's the thing with Bray Wyatt. I was going to say Daniel versus Bray should have happened, but you can do that after Mania. And they would have had like some kind of crazy build-up for that. But with this, you don't even need to try to build this up. It's already there.
I mean, doesn't Kofi already have a win over Daniel Bryan?
That too. He's beaten him one-on-one.
He can say that, yeah, you beat me at the chamber, but I was this close. And I already have a win over you.
Exactly, like you already have it set in stone. Because Daniel could say, "Oh, I beat you," but that was in a 6-man match, where I mean, come on.
Daniel capitalized on one mistake. That's it.
One mistake, yeah. Daniel Bryan escaped. Like, he didn't win; he escaped Kofi Kingston that night.
So, for my second reason, I don't know if this mirrors yours, but this is my second reason.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you have your reasons. We have ours. AJ, I have mine. AJ has hers.
Okay.
Yes.
For me, I would say one. I would say one of the big things is I think we forget, or because we associate Kofi with the WWE style, and we associate that he's been here for so long, and he's been in the mid-card. We don't think he's that good in the ring. No, if anything, Elimination Chamber proved Kofi is exceptional in ring.
That's the thing I would like to say. Like, when you look at talents overall and when they get opportunities and all that, black wrestlers really don't get the opportunities to showcase their talent. So when you see a Naomi performing in at Elimination Chamber, everyone's like, Naomi's good in the ring. I'm like, yeah, she's always been good.
Naomi
she just
and Money in the
got
Bank.
the opportunities to show it off.
Like Naomi and Money in the Bank,
yeah,
stuff like that. Like, It's to get those like glimpses. You get those glimpses into what they can do.
Like, always have to be undermined in the ring and never get the opportunity to show it off compared to them white counterparts.
And the only time Kofi has had that showcase really in any capacity lately has been in tag team matches with the Usos, which were amazing. Some of the best matches like of that year. But again, that's in tag team capacity.
But with the tag team match, you also have another person also doing half the work.
Oh yeah, like Big E and Xavier were killing it too, especially Xavier. I thought Xavier was the highlight of that whole feud.
The way Kofi works in the ring, not to mention too, it's not like he didn't come from the Indies or anything. Like no, he was a WWE guy since day one. He's been a WWE guy. The thing is, the way he works a match, if he was to go to some other promotion or something, he could hang there too, and you know it'd be like he never lost a step.
If they lost Shade Strickland to NXT and Kofi went to the Indies, like you're fine. I'm not gonna say who's better between the two, but like Kofi's that guy, man. Like you can tell he's also taking notes from a lot of like wrestling around the world. Like he does the Trevor Lee.
You can probably tell. Kofi seems like the kind of guy that he probably watches a ton of.
He's a student of the game in every way. So your second reason was basically Kofi is just too good in the ring and too good as a performance to be ignored.
Well, my biggest reason is Kofi is better than what a lot of fans think he is.
Or thought.
He's underappreciated in the ring when you really look at it.
I mean, again, the SmackDown performance in Elimination Chamber really is like, let's be real, we weren't like, oh yeah, Kofi, let's hope Kofi does his gauntlet performance. We were just like, okay, Kofi's gonna get eliminated. We were caught off guard. I think everyone was.
It's like here's the thing: when Kofi got announced to the Elimination Chamber, they're like, "Yeah, Kofi, you're gonna do a good job. You'll do fine." Kofi's like, "Hold my beer."
If anything, I wanted Kofi and Daniel to start off the chamber.
Yeah, dude, like that would have been perfect. But I mean, we knew Orton was gonna be number 6, and honestly, it would have been a better story if Daniel and Kofi were starting the chamber. Although it would have made Joe look even more like a bitch, which. Yeah. If there's one bad thing about the chamber as a whole, God, they made Joe look awful.
I mean, Joe took it bad because, bad things happen when you put AJ Styles and Samoa Joe.
Exactly. He is booked as AJ's bitch. But anyway, this is not about him.
Yeah.
Can I get to my second reason?
Yes.
Go ahead.
To me, this is probably the biggest one. The first pure black WWE champion needs to win it in a big fucking stage. This needs to be a big moment. This can't just be a throwaway Raw or SmackDown. This needs to be big.
And that's why I said I did not want Kofi to win at Elimination Chamber because what was going to be the first thing out of everyone's mouths. He only won because it was Black fucking History Month. That was everyone's reasoning for why if he did win at Chamber. And I did not want that. I want him to win at WrestleMania. I want him to get the moment he should have gotten and he always deserved and earned.
But Asia, one of the good things about that, and one of the good things about him not winning here is they didn't bitch him out. It wasn't like he got bitched out.
No, they did not. They made him a fucking star.
And they were building him up the whole night. Remember when everyone had their entrances and like on the side of the screen they would show them getting beat by Kofi? Like they were teasing us so hard.
The near falls, all the near falls had me to build. I was like, are they actually really gonna pull the trigger?
And it really showed that WWE, like people talk about WWE being stubborn in their ways, but the fact that Kofi was a replacement for Mustafa. And instead of just going with their original plan, they decided to go all out with Kofi. They basically had to change their plans, but honestly, it was worth it.
It was fucking worth it.
I mean, I'm a gigantic Daniel Bryan stan. I am a gigantic mark for good old Bryan.
I love it. Dude, Daniel Bryan's promo.
But here's the thing. Even I was rooting for Kofi.
Everyone was.
That's how good Kofi is.
And here's another thing. We need representation within black wrestling. like Black African Americans as champion. We need that. That's why. That's part of the reason why I want Bianca Belair as NXT Women's Champion. I was in love when Naomi won the SmackDown Women's title a couple of years ago. I want representation.
And this is the perfect time because look at all the incredible Black talent we have right now. I'm just going to go down the list. Kofi, like you have the whole New Day.
Yes.
I mean, let's be real. I'm predicting right now Shane Strickland's coming to NXT. Keith Lee, Leo Rush,
Ricochet,
Bianca Belair.
Keith Lee.
Yeah, I mentioned Keith. Yeah, the talent, the Black talent right now is so good. I mean, if you're going to count Ricochet, is Sasha Banks.
Montez Ford.
Yeah, Montez Ford. Jesus. Like, this is the perfect time to do it. Let's start a revolution, motherfuckers. Let's fucking go. Not fucking done.
I get a Black champions photo and then let's see how that angers white Twitter.
Oh, gee, when it was the New Day, Sasha and Rich Swann, yeah, that was fucking great.
What if white people do that? Shut the fuck up. We already got white America.
You already have your whole fucking country. Just let them have this. You have 11 months. They have 1.
28 days in that 1 month, by the way.
Yeah, you gave them the shortest month too.
That's Black people for you. We always get the short end of the stick.
Oh yeah, thank you, Traverse. They just signed ACH. There's another one, and he's fucking amazing. And also, Traverse, trust me, I'll get to the. I mean, Traverse, you just spoiled my final reason, but yeah. But yeah, that's my second reason. Do you guys have Asia? Do you have like any reasons you want to point out before I get to my number 3?
I don't know if there's any other. Well, I'm glad they're not setting up the New Day in order to do this because I always thought if you're gonna do this, don't split up the New Day.
No,
they should be supporting Kofi, which they are.
After like you guys have seen the interviews like WWE.com and the YouTube channel had after Kofi's like performances, right?
Yes.
You cannot break them up.
7 minutes, by the way. Both
Incredible.
of them 14 minutes.
Big E actually
broke down in tears.
The chamber, he actually went up to Kofi, and you hear him whisper, 11 years, man, 11 years in the making for you.
Dude, in the interview, was breaking down in tears, dude. Like, it was so good. And I mean, that's going to... Should I just skip to my number 5 reason and then get to 3 and 4? Because we're already talking about New Day?
Yes.
New Day holds all the belts, and we call up the Undisputed Era.
That's the dream right there.
Let's fucking go. And you know what? With how over the New Day has been, with how much merch they've sold, with how over they were at one point, it's kind of long overdue for them to all have championships. And I don't mean just the Freebird rule. I mean, like, all 3 of them have their own titles.
I mean, didn't Undisputed Era say that in 2019 they're going to be all dripping in gold?
They said dripping in gold. They didn't say where they would be dripping in gold.
Exactly.
It can fucking happen. Imagine it, dude. And WrestleMania. Who are the tag champions right now? The fucking Usos. Revisit that match.
When, by the way, I did not see that fucking coming.
No one saw that coming. But dude, you have that match, and you know that match is gonna be fucking bonkers. Like, that match would be amazing. And also, this is gonna build up. Asia, you remember the thing I told you about last night, right? With my idea?
What idea?
For Kofi's entrance?
No.
The time machine?
Yes!
Oh.
No, okay, let me explain. So you guys remember that Raw segment where the New Day built the time machine? And they had that amazing moment where Kofi really wanted to be in the time machine. It was like, no, man, 2009's my year. That was my best year. No. Have the whole show build up where Biggie and Xavier have big news for Kofi. And they're just trying to keep it secret. And Kofi's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Have the New Day win the titles, and then they have a segment where Kofi's congratulating them, and all of a sudden you just see Biggie and Kofi pulling out this big fucking It's like, wait, you guys still have this? You guys still kept this thing? He's like, yeah, man. It's like, and it just cuts away, or like have some kind of like transition. It cuts away. Have the New Day come out. They're like, wait, where's Kofi? And then do the whole fucking thing. Like, drag out the time machine. SOS plays, and Kofi pops out of the time machine, does the boom boom, and jumps out. And we get old Kofi Kingston. Can we please get this?
Yes. Yes.
Please.
If this happens, I win. It needs to happen. But okay, so I that was my number 3, even though it was my number 5. Let's talk about this. My original number 3. Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston have amazing chemistry.
Oh, their chemistry was on point.
And here's the thing. I remember Daniel and Kofi, like, around 2012. They had some matches. I don't remember them being amazing because they weren't given time, but the 2 matches they've had recently.
Here's the thing. That bit in the Elimination Chamber, that wasn't even a match. That was like 10 minutes.
That was 10 minutes worth of amazing glory.
Let's be real. That was the match. Like, fuck Alan and whatever he did. I mean, I'm sorry, Alan, but no. I'm glad they're finally stopping his OP-ness.
Stopping him being in a dirty title picture for how long?
Yeah, way too long.
I love AJ, but it was...
He's the best in the world. He's the best wrestler in the world, but, like, you know, eventually you gotta fucking come down. Thankfully, he looks like he's facing Orton in Mania, so we won't have to worry about that.
Right.
Kane will be facing Miz, I'm sure. And yeah, people saying the Miz should face Bryan. Yeah, the story's there for that, but we can wait on that.
We can wait.
And some people have been enjoying Miz's face work.
Like he's fine as a face, but I always love him as a heel. He's
so much better as a heel. Although I will say one thing, I have surprisingly enjoyed both tag matches that Shane and Miz have had more than I was going into both of them expecting to hate it.
See, for me, they're still bad, but they're in the so bad it's good territory.
It's getting to that point where it is so bad it's good. John even said, keep in mind that this dude was fucking retired at one point. Oh yeah, with Bryan, yeah, like he was fucking retired at one point and was not going to come back and wrestle. Can we just be so fucking happy that Bryan got cleared?
Okay, so watching last night, watching Kofi and Bryan. And when the match ended, I was like, I fucking hate you, Bryan, to the point that I didn't want you to come out fucking retire.
But the thing
I did not want Bryan.
But the thing is, that's the reaction he wants.
But
the thing is, that's the reaction he wants.
Yeah, Bryan is he's a good fucking heel. He's a great fucking heel.
I was gonna say good is an understatement. He is an incredible heel.
Which, here's the thing. Wrestling fans, you know, us included at TPA, we're a cynical bunch. We don't get worked that easily. We know what's going to happen. We're pretty good at this. But with an Elimination Chamber and Kofi and Daniel, no, you
fucking got us.
Yeah,
we got it. We
got worked so hard. Like, even me, who I'm out of the 4 of us, I'm definitely a gigantic smark. No, I'm the indie lover, man. I love Bryan Danielson. I love Daniel to death, but yeah, he got me rooting for Kofi. Like,
usually in chamber matches, you'll be like, needs more barbed wire, needs more touch, 2 stars. So yeah, this one was like, yeah, this was something different. Daniel and Kofi got me. Because I found myself, I'm like, come on, Kofi. Mm-hmm. Deluxe, I mean, John can attest to this. We know Deluxe Man is the biggest Daniel Bryan fan ever.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Wasn't Deluxe Man at Chamber 2?
He was actually. Even he was rooting for Kofi. Like, fucking Bryan. Here's the thing, Bryan. Name me someone who went from being literally the most over babyface in the world to being the most detested heel in the world in the span of like a year.
That's hard because
I don't know.
Because with wrestling alignments, a lot of the times, if a really beloved babyface goes bad, they'll still get cheered, and if a heel starts to turn, and if a heel, sometimes heels are so dastard and so evil, the fans love them anyway. Stone Cold is an example of that. Like,
yeah. I was going to say the one person people always say is Hulk Hogan, but people forget before he turned heel, he was already getting booed. People were already sick of Hogan.
So there's never really been like a solid, oh, the bad guy is voluntarily booed.
Right.
Now, before this whole Kofi thing happened, I always wanted, and I still want Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali, when he appeared on SmackDown, he had him versus Daniel Bryan. I was marking out for that, and I've been marking out for him to have his moment and to be potentially the face of SmackDown, be on the top of tier of SmackDown guys. And then one day him and Andrade, they have a feud and all that for the dirty title. But Kofi, I'm torn here. I'm just torn. I want both of them to win. I want both of them to get their opportunities and both of them to become the champion. But now it's like,
and you know what I told you. Mustafa just got here. He has a lot of time.
Yeah. We say that. We say, but we all know. And now my biggest fear is that when Kofi does win, when he does win, Mustafa's gonna look at him like, that was my opportunity, and he's gonna turn heel, and I'm going to have to sit in the corner and cry because
I think Mustafa can pull it off.
I mean, he has been a heel before.
Yeah,
I mean, it was a very brief stint as a bad guy, but
I've seen his promos. Like, he can do it.
He can do it, and it's just like, would I sacrifice Mustafa's chance for Kofi? I don't know.
It's Mustafa, who is a young up and comer, who has a bright future ahead of him. This is Kofi Kingston, who has gone through 11 years of being shoved to the wayside and finally getting his moment. I think we better let Kofi have his moment.
But when you look at how many opportunities Mustafa has gotten for the cruiserweight title, for having the WWE title chamber match, and then he gets injured, he gets his eye concussion, and someone takes his opportunity. Not take, but he gets replaced. Everyone's talking about Kofi. No one's really talking about Mustafa. You got to feel for Mustafa right now.
Oh, I do. And the motivation to turn heel is definitely there.
But I don't want it.
Hey, we'll see. I do believe Mustafa's gonna have a bright future, though. This is just a temporary thing. It's unfortunate for Mustafa, but I mean, I mean, we even said with the Nia Jax punching Becky thing, which was way fucking worse. There was a kind of a
blessing in disguise.
A silver lining in there, where Becky didn't have to look like a bitch in front of Ronda at Survivor Series. She gets her main event match at Mania. All that stuff. So,
well, I was just gonna tack on. I think Daniel really does. I think he best, or not Daniel. Well, Daniel and Kofi. I think they embest the perfect dynamic with each other, in that they are each other's foil, in that they're both underdogs, and they were never really meant to have the spots they did. And I think that is also a thing they could work into the story, is they're not so different. And that's actually the thing I think we're forgetting, is Daniel and Kofi are not so different.
Well, that's the thing, though. Daniel Bryan, the new Daniel Bryan, hates that Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
He hates that underdog, babyface, GOAT Daniel Bryan. So he probably looks at Kofi with even more disgust.
Well, when you look at the New Day, What are they about? Eating pancakes, cereal,
They're about having fun.
dancing, fun, twerking, all that stuff. That's everything that Daniel Bryan is against. He hates all that. So I think if you really want to go there, you can drive this whole Daniel Bryan, Kofi Kingston feud. Even get the New Day involved.
Oh God, James even brought up if they turn Mustafa heel, it'll be Muslim guy bad, boo him. I hope not.
I actually tend to
No.
forget. Yeah, I tend to forget. Mustafa does have Muslim heritage, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Sadly.
Uh,
I mean,
but he's from
if
Chicago.
they don't stress on the fucking like stereotypes, which I mean, I'm telling WWE not to stress on stereotypes. What the fuck kind of idiot am I?
Here's the thing. He doesn't have anything stereotypical about him either. He
nothing.
doesn't have an accent.
You know, WWE will make it.
He doesn't have an accent.
If they can make Kofi Jamaican, they can make Mustafa stereotypical Muslim.
Which that's another thing too. Although it's kind of jokey, just for one night, I want Kofi to bring back the Jamaican accent.
Didn't he kind of do that for a little bit during the Time Machine segment?
Just a bit.
He did.
Yeah, so it comes up every once in a while. But I don't want Jamaican Kofi. I want like late 2009, 2010 Kofi.
I want serious because I'm tired of black wrestlers being portrayed as they like when you really look at it, black wrestlers like Alicia Fox, like Naomi when she was in the Funkadactyls, like even to a certain degree Sasha Banks, like um they've been portrayed like not to be taken seriously.
Like I mean,
comedy gimmicks and all that stuff.
If you want to go back further than that, like Booker T before his feud with Triple H, again, what was he doing? He was doing tag stuff with Goldust.
He was the dancing guy. He was the spinneroonie guy. You know,
he was the guy with the crazy eyes.
Yeah. I mean, the WCW was a 5-time WCW champion and like supremely legit. But you know, when he comes into the WWF, The Rock is like, "Who in the blue hell are you?" And, you know, down from there.
Which and you know that WrestleMania 19 match did not help it.
Obviously, well, not even the match, just the build-up. Just like if you didn't want if they wanted Triple H to retain, fine. Can you not do the fucking racial overtones?
And it's kind of crazy because now in NXT they actually making Bianca Belair seriously. They taking her seriously. They have not done anything comedy like jokes aside, the ponytail, it's still a serious threat. It still hurts people. She's not just a fucking ponytail. She is serious, but people, wrestling fans, for some reason, have not taken her seriously when it compared to a Shayna Baszler or Kairi Sane or Io Shirai. It's just I don't know the reason. Is it because she's just a homegrown talent? Is it because she didn't come from Stardom or the Indies, or is it because she's black? I just don't know.
I said,
for all three.
For me, I think it's like I said, I think fans are jaded about homegrown talents, and with Bianca. And not even because she's black, because she's a homegrown talent, and fans have conditioned themselves to be like, "Oh, if it's something homegrown, it's probably gonna suck."
Well, out condition yourself, because you will not disrespect Bianca Belair, who just did an interview today with Lillian Garcia and talked about some of her personal issues she had in her life, which I respect her even more now.
She's getting through all this, going through eating disorders and a shifting rib.
Eating disorders, weight issues. She almost overdosed at one point. It was like this woman literally is everything I want. I want representation for African Americans, black people in wrestling now. I want that.
And here's the thing, Kofi is another one as far as that, because he's not the biggest guy. He's African American.
He has a
and he's a WWE guy.
Yeah, he's a homegrown guy, just like Bianca.
Yes.
Just like Bianca, just like Dream. And here's the thing, I don't count Dream as an indie guy because he was there for a cup of coffee, and that's.
Oh my god, how did they not bring up Velveteen Dream? Holy shit!
Well, Velveteen Dream, like I said, Velveteen Dream, I don't think he counts as.
No, when I was talking about the great black talent we have in like WWE that can like.
Oh yeah, he's another one.
Like he's like up on the top of that list.
Despite his flamboyance, Dream is great. Patrick Clark is amazing.
Oh, not even despite, like with his flamboyant, like he's owned it. He's made it his own. It's fucking brilliant. Again, this is the perfect time for Kofi to win the title because of just how good, how
Kofi's in a good
right now.
Kofi is in a good time right now, and I think WWE would be stupid not to capitalize on it.
Now, I want to list all the accomplishments he has done over the years he's been in the company.
Oh yeah,
he's a 3-time U.S. champion, 4-time Intercontinental champion.
That he is.
He had
what is he, like a 6 or 7-time tag team champ?
4-time Raw tag team champion, 3-time SmackDown tag team champions. He was he had that one time as tag team champion with CM Punk. He won an Intercontinental Championship tournament. I'm getting this all from Wikipedia, by the way.
Okay.
He tied for the 3rd all-time in most Rumble entries with 12 consecutive entries between 2009 and 2019. And he won a Slammy for Tell Me I Did Not Just See That Moment of the Year when he was hand-walking during the Royal Rumble to avoid the elimination.
Which, that's the big one. That's the one everyone remembers.
Yes.
And like I said earlier, no one has held the tag team championship for as many days as Kofi has. For almost 1,000 days, I think, in total.
Which that's partly due to, I think WWE sometimes forgets who their own people are in their own divisions as far as champions, but that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, I don't think they were like intending to make Kofi the longest. Like,
no, they just forget. Oh, who's the tag team champion? That guy.
Well, that's the thing. They even when it comes to Street Profits, like we are waiting for Montez to break out from the group and become a single star. We are waiting for that. So that's the immediate thing when it comes to WWE. They always have like black wrestlers in tag teams, especially like Titus O'Neil and Darren Young. They were a tag team. And
R-Truth had, I think R-Truth had Miz. He had Kofi.
It's always tag teams.
He had Road Dogg. Oh God. Get rowdy. Gonna move some teams.
No, let's not talk about that. That was a bad time.
That was a simpler time.
It was a
simpler time in the year 2000 where K-Quick and Road Dogg could rap. Road Dogg already rapping like he's a 50-year-old man, and we just accept it. It's fine.
Shouts out to the homie K-Quick.
K-Quick and Road Dogg. Greatest tag team ever. But yeah, like, I don't even know, man. Like, as far as, a lot of, like, black people that just, like, stuck in tag teams. Air Boom, Kofi and Evan Bourne. Kofi Kingston, like, and I think it's not even because, I think they just did it because they knew how reliable Kofi was.
And that also it's not his fault. It's one of those things where it's like, here's the thing: you have so many guys on so many rosters at one time, especially WWE. When some actually going to get lost on a shuffle, and some of them are just going to be doing nothing.
And I think also it's one of Kofi's biggest strengths, but also one of his biggest detriments. He can fit into just about any role you give him,
and that was a problem because like he could he could stick it. You could stick him wherever, and he would work. The problem is they would just stick him and not give him anything.
Exactly.
That happened with so many guys. Justin Gabriel is a big one.
Yes.
But we're not here to talk about him. But we'll eventually talk about Justin Gabriel. He'll get his own episode.
But the fact that we still have not had a first ever black WWE champion. Like, everyone wants to use the Rock, but The Rock really does not claim his black hair. He really doesn't. He just claims
at this point he claims being Canadian over being black.
I mean, at one
point, I'm sorry. I don't
count The Rock as black. Yes, I count The Rock as black, and yes, that is the huge moment. But like, have a pure black champion would be great.
I mean, here's the thing. At one point, Kurt Angle was so tan, I thought he was black.
I mean, Hulk Hogan looked like a goddamn hot dog. So I mean, you could. And let's be real, Hulk Hogan in the NWO was trying to be black so fucking hard.
I mean, here's the thing.
Also hating them.
Well, here's the thing. Kurt Angle has a weird skin tone where it's like he could.
I never thought of Kurt Angle being like that.
Well, no, if you look at pictures of Kurt Angle, his skin tone, he's white, but he's got like this weird, like dark white to him.
I think I could find a picture you're talking about because I know the fuck you're talking about right now.
You know what I mean?
Is this like TNA Kurt Angle or like...
No, Attitude Era Kurt Angle?
Like, well, yeah, post Attitude Era Kurt Angle, he looks.
I mean, let's be real. Well, I mean, with how he acts, I mean, Kurt Angle's the whitest human on the planet.
Here's the thing with Kurt. He looked dark enough. He could have passed for black.
Is that why his character was like the most whitest white guy on the planet?
I guess.
Maybe that was it.
Yeah, mixed, if anything.
He had to like make up for it.
Asia put it best. He appears mixed, if anything.
I mean, he did have a mixed son. So.
God.
No.
Yeah.
No.
God damn it.
I really wish the bestiality sex with Charmel would have fit in.
No.
Dins, unfortunately.
Stop.
Wait.
We will not talk about that.
Let me look at the picture.
I can't find the picture, but I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
There were times where
Kurt Angle too. So
there were times where Kurt looked like a black guy.
That's what happens when you tan.
Which isn't a bad thing when it comes to representation and people think you're black. But I mean,
if you're not black, you're not black. Period. I do not want that. I do not want a Rachel Dolezal in fucking wrestling.
Hold on, I'm showing you guys this picture. How the hell does this look black to you?
No, not that. But
yeah,
no,
it's not that one. It's not.
No, we're not talking. No,
that one. He looks like the whitest guy in the room.
Exactly.
There are times when he did tan himself that he looked black.
I mean, which here's the thing. Real compliment to Kurt Angle on this. Props to him for being able to tan like that. If it's a natural tan,
that wasn't like a fake spray tan like Miz. That was real.
No. If anything, I feel like Kurt did it naturally, or at least in tanning bed.
But yeah, getting back
on top. Okay, one more thing. Remember that segment in TNA where Kurt was in the tanning bed?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what happened. Dr. Nash wasn't keeping an eye out on him. But anyways, yeah, back to
Kofi.
So,
back to the guy we're talking about.
Once Kofi does win the title, we have many heels and even possible call-ups for him to face as champion.
The biggest one, I mean, let's be real. I kind of hope Randy Orton does beat AJ Styles so we could get the actual program.
Oh no!
I don't want no. Kofi will win, but I want it revisited.
Well, just the program in general leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Oh.
It's Kofi's redemption story. You might as well.
He got his redemption by eliminating him, okay?
Besides, do you think Vince would really have Kofi go over Randy?
He has. He's had it done before. He did it in Survivor Series. He did it in 2013 when Orton was champion. He just did it now.
Right, but think about it. It's Vince.
You gonna fuck me the fuck up?
We will not insult Vince. Apparently, Vince is the one that's so behind Becky Lynch. So I will not insult that man. I will not insult his grapefruits. Damn it!
Vince is behind anything as if it makes him money. He would have been.
It makes him money.
He would have been behind Nails if Nails made him money. Remember Nails?
I remember Nails. He didn't make money, so yeah.
Well, Sasha Banks makes money.
Exactly. I mean, Zack Ryder made money with his YouTube show. What happened to him? Vince will make money with people as long as they're, like, I mean, Becky Lynch is jacked, so maybe Vince looks at that too. Like, oh, look at her pecs. Oh my God, it reminds me of Lex Luger. Oh.
I mean, Becky's nowhere near as jacked as Lex, but that's
No.
I do get the Randy Orton argument, but I'm just waiting for Andrade. Let's go ahead, pull the trigger on him, make him a main event talent. Let's go ahead.
Lee Clark, we get it. You hate Ricochet.
Wait, what?
He said if you're gonna claim Ricochet is black, then clearly The Rock is also.
Okay, Brandon said he'll be back.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm already at my final reason, and I'm gonna make this video actually pretty quick, anyways. Simple one. The people want it.
Yeah.
I mean, anticlimactic last reason I had written down, but yeah, the people want it. My last one was going to be New Day and Undisputed Era, but I kind of jumped the gun on that. But yeah, like
if you're not rooting for Kofi, then you're racist in my book. That's it.
If they did, if before the Kofi thing, I would have been totally behind the Bray Wyatt thing. But if anyone else faces Bryan at Mania, I could swear there would be fucking Kofi chance.
I'll just go to sleep because I ain't got time.
If AJ fucking Styles somehow gets in this match,
hey, if it's AJ, if it's Mustafa, fine, I'll take it. I love Mustafa.
You know what the crazy thing is? Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles in this scenario would feel like Batista versus Orton.
Fuck AJ. Fuck that. Flat Earther.
Like two of the best wrestlers in the world, and we would be chanting boring and Kofi.
We had Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles since what? Crown Jewel?
So many fucking times. Well, no, because Daniel Bryan wouldn't go to Crown Jewel because he's a fucking god.
That was the opportunity. Since then, basically.
Exactly.
That's how long. Since like October, November, we've been having this feud. And I'm tired of AJ Styles and the title.
The feud isn't even Daniel
versus guys.
The feud isn't even Daniel versus AJ. It's Daniel versus the crowd, and AJ's just there. Let's be real. Daniel Bryan.
We have Andrade. We have Rey Mysterio. We have other guys on the fucking SmackDown roster, and we always somehow go back to AJ fucking Styles.
Let's be real. Who else would agree to me that AJ Styles was the third wheel in this whole feud? Because Daniel Bryan, it was Daniel Bryan versus the world. Let's be real.
Daniel Bryan cutting a promo on this ugly ass chicken sandwich at the Rumble, and it was the best thing. It was the best thing.
On Kathy Kelly and whoever it was wearing those fucking Christmas sweaters. Like, oh god. And AJ Styles is just kind of there, and thank God they don't have AJ Styles sharing his political opinions, because good God, that would make him the fucking heel. I swear, give AJ Styles a mic to let his fucking feelings out. Oh, I think the roles would be definitely turned. I'm just saying. And that's why they didn't have AJ talk that much. There's a good fucking reason. But yeah, it needs to be Kofi. It needs to be Kofi. Bray Wyatt can return after he's done banging JoJo and fucking getting his goddamn divorce papers or whatever the fuck he's doing. After Mania. Get back from his fucking hiding place. And we can get that feud, because yes, Daniel Bryan versus Bray Wyatt sounds awesome. Have it be outside of the title. Kofi needs this. It's fucking time. And in fact, at this point, I'll even say it, because I said to you, if you put a gun to my head, if you ask me, only one person walks out with the title at Mania, Becky or Kofi, taking Kofi. Becky Lynch.
Still main event, though. That's
no, Becky's main eventing. Yeah, no, without question. All I'm saying is, like, there's no other time but now for Kofi. Becky will have many more times.
I'll still say it. The women should have main event the chamber. The Elimination Chamber yesterday.
You said that right after Bryan got the pin, though.
I'm still saying it, regardless of if Kofi won or not. The women should have main event the chamber.
Yeah, not even wrong. Because like they would have, and you would have had the fans leave on a high note. Because honestly, the fans there are left fucking depressed.
Fuck that vegan.
Fuck that vegan.
I'm still gonna eat my Chick-fil-A sandwich.
I mean, fuck that vegan, but bless you for saving our planet. One leather belt at a time.
Fuck this planet.
Captain Planet, he's a hero. He's gonna fuck Alan up, drop him down to 0.
No.
That's my life.
No.
Yeah. You said Brandon would be back?
He said he'll be back.
Yeah, he said he'd be in and out, but I was actually probably going to end the video here, but I'll wait till Brandon comes back. And my battery's getting a little bit low. But let's talk about a few more things before we call it off here.
Okay.
Maybe a preview for Friday. Like, we'll talk a little bit more about this, and then, I mean, the Corey Carmelo thing, I barely want to talk about because,
Well, thankfully, the story has been updated and we didn't talk about it Friday. Well, we haven't talked about it because
sources, but whatever.
Because we owe Corey Graves and Carmella an apology.
I'm owing Carmella an apology. I ain't apologizing to Corey.
Mainly Carmella because she got slut shamed. On her IG account, on her IG post at Elimination Chamber, what that was disgusting. Again, if that situation was true, and if he was actually cheating on his wife with Carmella, I was gonna give Carmella the side eye, but from what Pro Wrestling Sheet put out, with that whole situation, saying that they were separated and they were living in 2 separate homes, and then he was just dating Carmella now. We owe Carmella
John, I fucking love you.
Wow.
AJ could pull a solid match out of the apathetic Predator. I'm done. I'm fucking done.
It is about to be 4 o'clock and y'all doing this.
Y'all doing this. Turn out this thing. But yeah, I know John will probably be busy on Friday, but if any of you guys want to stick up for the TPA podcast, I'll have to tell Brandon we're going to call it off here because my battery's getting low. This is an impromptu video.
Did you not charge?
Well, I usually have it charging, but it's fucking early in the day. I'm going to kick my fucking grandmother out because hey, I'm thinking a 30-minute video. Fuck that. But yeah, if Kofi, if Becky loses, I'll be upset, but I won't be fucking pissed. I won't I'll be sad and disappointed. If Kofi doesn't win, I'll be fucking furious, and I might just need a moment. I'm at that point.
I just want representation, women's wrestling, black people winning. I just want all of that.
On the same weekend, Bianca and Kofi win the titles. Yeah. And Leo Rush wins the Cruiserweight title.
And Kyrie, because Kyrie still needs some moment.
I think it's because we're counting Kyrie as black.
I
But you know what? I mean, if she wants to, we'll accept her.
She's still a minority, okay?
Exactly. Kyrie is not a race. She transcends race. She is love. That is
she's the best thing in the world. And if anyone hurts her, we just kill her.
We kill them. Especially since John's here. I mean, John will fucking yeah.
You will not hurt Kyrie.
We will protect the tiny braid. We will protect all of that with all our might. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us. I'm gonna call it up here. Impromptu video. We'll see you guys. We'll see most of you guys on Friday. Yeah, King Kofi. Kofi wins or we riot. Speaking of which, fuck you, Ronda Rousey. Goddamn rip-off Sonya Blade piece of fucking shit.
1 minute 45 seconds.
That's worth a fucking not gonna job at WrestleMania because you're too fucking selfish, you fucking bitch.